guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, it's gonna be a pretty fun one. So I'm actually going to be trying to switch over to a natural deodorant. And I have never ever tried or used a natural deodorant before. This Dove deodorant is the one that I have been using for years. It is an antiperspirant and I love it. It works really well for me. However, supposedly deodorants like that do have a lot of ingredients in them that can be harmful to your body. So rather than using a deodorant with harmful chemicals, I figured it was at least worth a shot of trying to switch over to a natural deodorant and seeing if that is something that could work for me long term. Also, I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like I read somewhere that the aluminum in like normal deodorants is actually what can stain your clothes, like make the underarm area turn yellow sometimes. So that would be nice if that didn't happen also. So in order to do this little natural deodorant test, this is what I picked up. So this is the Kopari coconut oil deodorant. It is a natural deodorant and seemed to have a lot of good reviews. So starting tomorrow, this is the only deodorant that I will be using, at least for the foreseeable future. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of what the deodorant looks like. Okay, so it's like a screw-on cap. It actually does smell really good, so I'm not gonna be mad if I smell like this. So here you can kind of see the color and the texture. It does look like it's gonna glide on really easily, which is nice. Hopefully it is clear like it says it is. Oh, it does smell really good. So I ordered this on Sephora, so I'm looking at this product on their website right now, and it says it is free of silicone, aluminum, and baking soda. It's vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. This natural deodorant contains a 100% plant-based active that is non-toxic. It glides on clear, provides odor protection, and will outlast your longest days. We will see about that. So it also says when transitioning to a natural deodorant, there may be a short detox period, including slight stickiness, irritation, or body odor for 1 to 2 weeks while your armpits detox. Very excited about that. But in all honesty, if it is just 1 or 2 weeks and then after that it's like totally fine, then I feel like I can handle that. If I can get through 1 or 2 weeks of smelling a little less than great, I feel like that would be worth switching to a deodorant that I feel really comfortable about the ingredients. So as I'm Googling kind of the detox period of switching to a natural deodorant, it actually looks like it might be a little bit longer than what Sephora was telling me. So I found this chart and it actually looks like it's more of like a 4-week, like 2 to 4 week transition period versus 1 to 2. So this is saying you may go a couple of days or even a week without noticing much difference. And then in week 2, you might start to feel additional moisture because your body is sweating and flushing out toxins. Looks like around week 3, your moisture levels will start to normalize. And then week 4, your body should be fully adjusted to natural deodorant. But it says it can take up to 30 days for your body to regulate itself, though for some people the detox stage is shorter. You can now continue using natural deodorant every day to neutralize the smell of daily body odor. All right, so I'm hoping it's gonna be more like what Sephora said and not take 4 weeks, but we shall see. I guess it's part of this kind of experiment that we are doing here. So not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I don't want to be smelly, but if it's just 1 or 2 weeks, I think I can handle it. If it starts to go longer, I might be reaching back for this guy. All right, so basically starting tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to be only using this deodorant, and I will check in with you guys and kind of talk you through what my experience has been like. And in the end, we'll share if I am planning on sticking with this natural deodorant or if I will be going back to my Dove deodorant. Hello, it's me again. So I am currently checking in 3 weeks after starting to wear this natural deodorant. Guys, I was really hoping that by this point, by the end of week 3, everything would be totally a-okay and I would be like done with any transition process, but unfortunately I am not. So let's talk about the actual formula itself. Overall, I do really like it. I feel like it glides on really smooth. I think it smells amazing. So definitely will give that like 10 out of 10, really like that. But as far as the actual transition process, here's kind of a lowdown of how it's gone for me so far. So the first couple of days, I would say I didn't really notice anything. It was like totally fine. Then it started to go downhill from there. So starting a couple of days in and then probably through like the end of week 2, I was not smelling great, not gonna lie. It honestly wasn't like as bad as I had imagined, and I'm sure that differs from like person to person, but I definitely did smell. However, I do feel like if I could tell that I smelled, then I could just reapply the deodorant, and it definitely did a good job of like masking that. That was good. Another thing that happened was probably towards the end of week 1, I did start to get a rash. And when I looked up some of the negative reviews on this deodorant and just switching to natural deodorants in general, it seems like that is a common thing that happens. So that did happen to me. However, it was kind of weird. It was like just on one armpit and just like on a small part of it. So again, it wasn't that awful, but of course it was still not ideal to have that there. But then by the time I got towards the end of week 2, I would say the rash was still there, but it had gone down substantially to where I felt like, all right, this is definitely gonna be like gone within a couple of days. And I also feel like I wasn't smelling as much anymore. Like it didn't go away completely, but I feel like towards the end of week 2, it was definitely better than where it was at the end of week 1. So now we are at the end of week 3. So I would say smell level is like the same as it was at the end of last week, where it's definitely not as bad as it was towards the end of week 1, but like it still is there, which is kind of annoying because I was hoping that by now I would be like totally past that. So not that bad, but like definitely is still there. Also, weirdly enough, there was like a few days, like I mentioned, at the end of week 2 and like beginning of week 3 where I felt like the rash was gonna like be gone, and then all of a sudden it like flared back up for a few days, and then again starting like yesterday it felt like it was going back down again. So I don't know, that was kind of weird. Basically the rash like built up, went down, like kind of flared up again, and then now seems to be going away again but isn't like completely cleared up. So like I said, I was really hoping that by this point I would be in the clear and just kind of able to move forward using this deodorant with no problems, but since that has sadly not happened, I am going to continue to wear it for probably another like 1 or 2 weeks, and then I will come back and check in with you guys for kind of a final review, let you know if I am finally through the transition process or if I feel like I'm just never gonna be through the transition process, and kind of give you guys my final thoughts. But just thought I would do kind of a check-in now because it has been a few weeks already. So I will talk to you guys again soon. Hello again. So today is going to be my final check-in on my Kopari natural deodorant. So I've been using this for 6 weeks now. This is the only deodorant I've been using. So at this point, I would say it's working pretty well for me actually. I feel like my body is pretty well adjusted at this point, and for the most part, no longer really feel like I'm missing out on my usual deodorant. I do think if you do start to smell, it does a really good job of masking it as soon as you apply the deodorant. So although this lasts pretty well for me all day now, if I do ever feel like I need a touch up, as soon as I do touch it up, I feel like I am all set and good to go. Also, any rash that I had going on for a little bit there is now completely gone, so that's not really an issue anymore either. So at this point, I would say, you know, I already bought this, I've been using it, kind of have gone through the detox process, so I think I am going to have no problem continuing to use this, at least until I run out. I'm not honestly entirely sure from this point on if I am sold on natural deodorant forever, or if at some point I will go back to my normal deodorant. I feel like I need to do some more research and encourage you guys to do your own research as well, as far as how comfortable you are with any potential health risks, or how confident you are that there are no health risks associated with normal deodorant. I will say I was a little shocked at how long it took, and even now, I mean, I feel pretty comfortable and normal wearing this deodorant, but still doesn't give me like 100% confidence like I would feel with other deodorants. But overall, if you are looking for a natural deodorant, I did really like this one. I really liked the smell. I really liked the formula, and I think it did a good job of masking any smells if there were any. So this has been quite a long journey. Definitely longer than I anticipated, but it was pretty fun for me to film. And if there's any other products like this that you guys would want me to try and kind of document, let me know, and I think that would be really fun to do. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!